Also cute here is that we saw a 4-day stretch where we're going to have no winds.
Yeah, after today, so one more day of wind, and therefore better weather, in my opinion. I think we could really say that throughout the board, throughout the rest of the week. This morning, not too bad of a morning in terms of the winds. It's a little bit chillier out there, 49 right now at the Sunport. Meanwhile, we're sitting at 69 in Carlsbad with that wind descending down the Sierra Blanca range, accelerating and warming the surface in Carlsbad compared to other areas like Roswell, where it's calmer, therefore a little bit cooler at 56 degrees right now. 42 Las Vegas, 38 Alamosa. At the freezing mark in Grants, 33 Gallup. We're sitting at 42 Santa Fe. Meanwhile, 36 in Durango. Snow not too far away from you guys. This is a live look at Wolf Creek Ski Area at the summit. Whiteout conditions out there. 22 degrees right now, the Wolf Creek Ski Area ski pass with an 11-mile-per-hour wind. Calmer wind gusts as of the last half an hour. 100% humidity. Winter weather advisories will expire next hour with a few more inches of snow possible throughout the day, including even the higher elevations of Pagosa Springs, the foothills of Durango. So watch out for some icy, snowy travel, especially above 9,500 feet. But above 9,500 feet here in the Sandias, we're dealing with clouds. No rain or any snow, though. Very clear skies in the immediate Albuquerque metro right now, with an air temperature of 49 degrees with a northerly wind at 10 miles per hour and a 61% humidity value. A little bit cooler, a little bit more humid, and still a bit breezy out there, but not as windy as compared to yesterday, where we had some dust being blown in the air, and a little bit more of that possible today. Most of the precipitation dissipating in the Taos Ski Valley and the Enchanted Circle and the Moreno Valley as well. Another batch of showers approaching northeast Arizona, getting closer to Gallup, but a lot of that not reaching the ground because of low humidity and high elevation snow, as I was just highlighting in the San Juan Mountains. Temperatures today will be on the rise with stronger winds in parts of the Rio Grande Valley, even in southern New Mexico. High wind warnings for Carlsbad, wind advisories for Albuquerque. Many of these areas set to experience 50-plus mile-per-hour wind gusts later today. The fire threat will be a little bit higher in southern New Mexico, not only because of the stronger winds, again, 35 to 55 miles per hour, but also with the low humidity with 8 to 14% relative humidity to 12% humidity across the board. Still above normal temperatures in southern New Mexico, below normal temperatures elsewhere, but warm enough with breezy enough weather and low humidity that will elevate the fire threat to locally extreme criteria in parts of southern New Mexico, but mostly a critical threat from Las Cruces to Alamogordo, the elevated threat in other parts of southern New Mexico, with red flag warnings including Albuquerque, Camado to the south, and as far south and east as Eddy and Lee counties of New Mexico. So rapidly spreading wildfires are still a possibility. Partly sunny here in Albuquerque, mostly dry at 68, mild and a bit windy out there. Some high elevation mountain showers are possible. I think most of Albuquerque will be dry though. More likely, we'll see the rain and high elevation snow in the far northern mountains. A lot of that activity will move to the northeast, and even a possibility of some thunderstorms, weak thunderstorms with the storm system moving away, and then we'll clear out by tomorrow morning with lower humidity and still dry air, allowing for radiational cooling. Today, not as warm as yesterday, upper 60s in Albuquerque, low to mid 60s in Santa Fe, high 40s and 50s from the San Juan Mountains down to the Valley floors, including the Taos area, and far to the south, mostly in the 70s and 80s today. Near to above normal temperatures to the south, below normal temperatures to the north, and below normal temperatures for all come tomorrow morning. Below freezing for many areas to the north, including the Sandias and even parts of the Gila National Forest, with freeze warnings in effect for tomorrow morning as low as 25 to 30 degrees or even lower for some areas. So bring in your crops. It'll be pretty cold tomorrow morning, especially in the higher elevations. But with a jet stream moving northward and weakening later this week, the warmest air of the season is ahead. 90s in Albuquerque, 80s to the north. Near 100 in parts of southern New Mexico, so it'll be very warm. Watch the temperatures rise in places like Durango on the 7-day. Yeah, very warm. But in the short term, Pagosa Springs, yeah, you're under freeze warnings and winter weather advisories with some snow possible around the area. And from Farmington to Gallup and Grants, temperatures on the rise, eventually 80s and 90s toward the end of the week. Breezy today, patchy blowing dust, especially along I-10 from Deming to Las Cruces. Locally, brownout conditions later today. And by the way, 100 near Las Cruces by the end of the week. And Roswell, well, we'll be in the upper 90s near 100 by also the end of the week. But also today, locally brownout conditions. Ruidoso, Cloudcroft, 50s and 60s today. Clayton, Mora, and Raton, temperatures not quite as warm today, and some thunderstorms are possible. From the Enchanted Circle of Santa Fe, temperatures a little bit below normal for after tomorrow, especially back to way above normal temperatures. Moriarty, Cedar Crest, Head House mostly in the 60s today, high 50s at Sandia Park. From the north to south alley of Albuquerque in the high 60s, low 70s, average high 81, back to above that on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday in the lower 90s, potentially reaching 90 for the first time this season in Albuquerque on Thursday.
Those sunny icons looking really nice. Those 90s a little intimidating.
A little bit, but not super windy.
Yes, and the really 90 is tolerable, but I know what is to come in
Inevitably.
a few short weeks.
A hot studio.
Oh, no.
Just tell you what we look forward to here. Sometimes if we don't kick the AC on early enough.
I'm about to go push the buttons.
Feel like a sauna in here.
Yeah.
You're right, exactly. Thanks a lot, Ryan.